Hello and welcome back to another episode of On the Couch with Nici, where I bring you experts for expats. I'm coming to you from the King Living showroom in Kalang Avenue, and I'm sitting on the beautiful Neo Lounge. Who's on the couch today? I am super excited to bring to you a world-renowned wisdom coach, award-winning speaker and author, and hell of a nice guy, Mr. Vikas Malkani, co-founder of Soul Centre and Soul Kids here in Singapore. Vikas, thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate you taking the time out. We're talking about wisdom and happiness. Now, you're a world-renowned wisdom coach. Wisdom to me is a little bit of a buzzword at the moment. What is wisdom in simple terms?
So wisdom is what we live our life by. It's our personal philosophy, it's our belief system, it's our values. It is the fuel that runs my mind, and the mind is the engine of my car. So if I have good wisdom,
yes,
and I have a method to achieve something, I can get that happiness that I want.
The desired outcome.
Exactly. So happiness, success, significance, legacy are all outcomes of a good wisdom system, a good wisdom set. And life is only about four things. It's like a table. If you look at a table, you need four legs for it to be stable. Our life needs four things. The first is happiness, because we are all driven by it. We are all attracted to it. It is our natural inclination, a natural attraction. Happiness is food for the soul. So if I don't have happiness, no matter what else I have, I'm going to feel empty on the inside.
Yes.
So happiness is the first leg. The second leg, of course, is success. I also want to feel worthy. I want to be able to achieve something in my life, to create certain amount of value for others and myself. That brings me to the third leg, which is about significance. We want to do something meaningful. We want meaning. Humans are driven by meaning. In fact, the more mature we become, the more meaning we want from our life. We want relationships that are meaningful. We want work that is meaningful, that's making a difference.
Yeah.
And then that leads to the fourth element, the final one, which is all about legacy. So we want to leave something behind. We leave a legacy for our children, we leave a legacy for our family, we leave a legacy for the companies we start or work with. But we also want to leave a legacy for life, for the planet.
Okay.
So those are the four things.
That's quite a table to create. And many of us are not carpenters, but we want those four legs and we want our sturdy table.
Right.
And many of us are not getting our table. We're lonely, we're conflicted, we're in search of the four legs for our table.
Yes.
As the first leg, happiness,
Yep.
that seems to be a starting point for most people. How can people become happier in life without becoming a carpenter?
So the first thing I want to clear away a misconception for everyone who's listening to us today. It's not about the things you have. It's not about what you create. Happiness is all about how you use your own inner system of life. And I'll explain what I mean here. So it's not about the externals. It's not about the house we live in, the car we drive, how big our family is, or how many vacations I take. It's not about the externals. It's always about the internals. It's about how I use my mind and my belief system.
So I don't really feel good when I go on a lovely holiday or buy a beautiful item, because I do, or is that just something superficial and it doesn't last?
Yeah, there's two types of happiness in this world, and all the masters say this. The first type of happiness is what is called temporary happiness. It comes and goes. So you go out, you buy something, you feel great, but 2 days later that happiness is gone, because your mind is again looking for something else, or perhaps becoming a bit more negative again, right? And let's say you go on a holiday. For that 1 week when you're sitting on an island somewhere in Thailand or the Maldives, it's fantastic. But then when we come back, we are back to our same old life. The same old relationships, the same old work, and life goes back to being stressful and unhappy. So that is happiness that comes and goes. And masters would call it unreal happiness. Now the second type of happiness is the great treasure. That's what we all want. And that is real happiness, which is all about happiness that I create by choice. Whether I'm on a holiday, or I'm in Singapore, or I'm just sitting in my home, You know, I have a husband, or I have a wife, and I have kids, and I have a home to take care of, a business to take care of, bills to pay. I can still be happy because it's something I create. The world doesn't create it for me. So let me give you a 5-step process,
Yes.
a 5-step method of creating real happiness. Everyone can do this, everyone can enjoy, and especially your audience must do this, right? Because we want more happy expats in Singapore. Absolutely.
We totally do.
So step 1 is to start out your day positively. When we start in the morning, when we wake up in the morning, we want to get off to a positive, strong start. Most people do the reverse. They wake up in the morning and their mind is full of negative thoughts. I'm late, I have to rush to work, I have to get my kids ready for school.
Yeah.
Now, if I start in the morning with a negative mindset, I'm not going to have a positive day. So the first thing we all have to do is to start every morning with a positive mindset. So it's very simple to do this. When we wake up in the morning, we want to close our eyes just for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Wake up 3 minutes early, or take out 3 minutes for yourself in the morning before you get active. But you want to close your eyes and you want to remind yourself of the good that you have in your life, the good things, the blessings of your life, things you're happy to have or fortunate to have. For example, I wake up in the morning and I remind myself that I'm alive. I'm alive. I have another day, another chance at life.
So 3 minutes of gratitude.
The 3 minutes of connecting to what's good.
Okay.
Right? And this is number 1. Because if I don't start positive, it's very difficult for me to have a positive day.
Yeah.
So step number 1, start positive. Step 2 is that during your day, lots will happen. And those you cannot control. You cannot control other people. You cannot control what people will say, what the results will be. I have to train my mind to be positive during the day also. So it's not just about the morning, but I have to keep a check on my mind that during the day my mind doesn't start to feed the negative thoughts that I'm having. Now let's come to point number 3. And point number 3 is travel light. Every day is like a journey. A day is like this also. I start in the morning, it's a journey of 24 hours. So think of it like a journey. Now on any journey, on any travel, you're allowed to carry some baggage, but only so much. It's the same thing with life. If I start with a heavy mind, a lot of baggage, if I'm carrying a lot of negativity, anger, grudges against people, hatred for this world, I'm never going to be happy that way. I'm carrying too much baggage, I'm going to be penalized. And the penalty that life takes from me is my own joy and happiness.
Yes.
Right?
You're weighed down, it's overweight.
Exactly.
Even if it's Louis Vuitton.
Anything. You can get too heavy luggage. So the third secret is that I have to release the negativity that I may be carrying against people, against the world events, against anything in my life.
Yes.
If I'm carrying a lot of negativity, even if people have hurt me, and I'm carrying that pain inside me all the time, or I'm carrying guilt, I'm carrying shame, I'm carrying embarrassment, I'm carrying fear. These are negative emotions, and all negative emotions pull me down. Now, in India, we have a very beautiful saying that the bite of the snake never kills you. It's the poison that's in your body after that kills you. Someone says something bad to me. Someone hurts me, cheats me. Somebody betrays me, cheats me, hurts me, says something totally negative to me. I'm still alive after that. That was the bite. It was painful, but I'm still alive. Now, I go away from that event and I keep thinking about it all the time. He did this to me, she did that to me, he cheated me, why did he cheat me? I feel so hurt, this is not fair, I'm going to get back at him, how do I get back at him? And that's the poison.
We create the venom.
Yes. So the world can only bite you, and the bites never kill you.
We create the venom, we choose what we pack into our luggage.
Absolutely.
Okay, so there's a lot of responsibility on us. It's not about the blame game.
It's 100% responsibility on us.
Yeah.
And I always tell people that if you want to be happy, you've got to stop driving your BMW. I'm not talking about the car. The car is a great car. And if you have your BMW,
really
congratulations, it's a great
BMW.
car. I love the BMWs. But the BMW that I want people to stop driving is the bitching, moaning, and whinging.
Yes.
We want to stop telling the world you're not making me happy, because that's not the job of the world.
Yeah.
We are responsible for making ourselves happy.
That's actually quite empowering.
Yeah.
Once people can grasp that concept that it's not the world's fault, things aren't happening to them,
Yes.
that we can choose to create it, and it's full responsibility on us, which is empowering. It creates choice.
And it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Because I have the ability
Yes.
and the power to change my life. If I have been unhappy for 20 years and today I wake up and I suddenly get some new wisdom, from tomorrow I can start being happier, and a month later I am a happy person.
Great. So we can say that our past does not equal our future then.
It
Whatever's
never does.
has happened. Let's just start today. Today.
The past doesn't equal the future unless I let it,
Correct.
right?
Okay.
And I let it when I don't change today. Ownership, always ownership.
What point were we up to?
We have done 4.
We've done 4. Okay.
We still have the 5th one. Now we are coming on step 5.
Yep.
Step 5, and this is the greatest one, is to hug your life today. Hug your life. Hugging is all about embracing. So the day, this day, one day, is a great gift because I'm alive. And let me understand that this day will never ever come back.
Yeah.
This day is not coming back to me ever again. So if I use it wisely or I waste it, it's never coming back. So
No.
what should I do with it? Because it is a great gift, I must use it, cherish it, treasure it, and enjoy it. And hugging is all about an embrace. It's about bringing something to you.
Wow. Okay. So we've got 4 legs of a table. We've got 5 points to live by. You travel the world.
Yes.
You coach everyone, really. CEOs, entrepreneurs, psychologists, Hollywood celebrities, the everyday person. Everybody has this need. What is the main calling that people with all this money and all this celebrity and knowledge, what do they want? What do people want most of all?
All people seem to be under a misconception that life is about having more and more.
Yeah.
I need to acquire more and more money, more holidays, more properties, more cars, more possessions. And people feel that that will bring me happiness, and it doesn't. What I've seen, even working with the super wealthy, is that success without happiness is the greatest failure.
Which they know by the time they come to you. So they're coming to you saying,
Yes.
I'm still unhappy. So is it happiness that they want?
They want a sense of
Mostly.
fulfillment. And if I
Okay.
was to take you a little bit deeper, Nici, into
Yeah.
this, happiness is actually made up of 3 qualities. But we are getting a little bit deeper,
Yeah, I
but
know,
I'm
we
happy
know.
to share, right? Happiness, because then it's like
We
3
need a
and 4 and
retreat.
5 and everything. But look, I'm trying to give you
Yeah.
as much value as I can. Happiness is of 3 things. It's made up of 3 different components. Number 1 is about inner peace. So if I do not have that sense of inner peace and stability, I'm not happy. If my mind is turbulent, if my mind is agitated, it's not a happy mind. So inner peace is that number 1. The second element is about gratitude. What am I grateful for? What do I feel good about? Fortunate to have. That's the second element. And the third element is about contentment. It's about reaching a sense of enough. If I don't have a sense that this is enough, in fact, in any journey of my life, whether it's my business career, it's my family, it's anything in my life, if I don't understand what is enough, I never stop. I never reach a point where I say, I'm fulfilled. In fact, it was the enlightened teacher Lao Tse from ancient China who said that if you don't know what your enough is, you ruin your life.
And I think that comes, a lot of people are on this quest because of the judgment that they feel from other people, or they need to sort of display a certain element of wealth or possessions or material items to prove or demonstrate to people that they are worthy.
Yes.
But it doesn't really come from them.
It doesn't.
Wow. Okay, so for all these points and legs of the table, and we said that we need to find experts that can help us.
Yes.
Soul Centre is a place that people can come
Absolutely.
to
yeah.
learn the Meditation Made Simple program that you've created. Can you tell everybody how we can access this?
So I took all of the wisdom that I had gained and understood, not just from the masters around the world, but also from my own experience. and I condensed it into very simple programs. So Meditation Made Simple is a program I created more than 15 years ago, and people can come and I teach them how to train their mind so the stress goes away, the happiness comes in, the anxiety goes away, the depression goes away, and that joy and fulfillment comes in. And I believe that meditation is the most important life skill we need to learn today. And that's why everybody wants that wisdom. Everybody wants that wisdom.
Everybody does. Yeah. And I feel better already just having been here, and I totally don't want you to go. Vikas, thank you so much for coming in. I do feel as though I can become my own carpenter now and build my own table, and I've got my 5 points, and I think everybody here has benefited so much from the wisdom you've shared with us today. So thank you so much, and I'd love to have you back again on the couch.
Thank you very much, Nici. Thank you for inviting me. It's been a great privilege. Life is a great gift. We have to celebrate it.
We do.
This is the biggest lesson to take away. Life is a gift. We must celebrate it. And I'm more than happy to come back again whenever you want me to.
I would love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nici.
Well, wasn't that amazing? There you have it, people. Happiness is up to you. Be your own carpenter. Build your own table. You can do it. It's not about blaming other people. It's about taking responsibility for the happiness that you're creating in your own world. Thank you so much for watching another episode of On the Couch with Nici. Thank you to King Living for having me in this magnificent showroom. All their sofas have the option of coming in fabric or leather, just so you know. I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone.